Hi, welcome back. Today we're hoping to get the ceiling done. I don't know how much we'll get done. We have, how many boards do you think we have there?
Maybe 20
Maybe
boards
20 boards,
or
maybe
so.
15.
They're all on that side, which is awesome.
It's not going to be enough to do this whole ceiling. We do have probably 10 to return that were just
They were terrible.
Beat up, no tongues, the grooves were crushed.
Just marred
and they were marred up too with black stuff on them. So we're going to return those, get new ones. Plus, we have to get the balance of our order, which is 17 more.
I think something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And so
that
once
may be
we
enough
get those,
to finish it too. Because right now we'll find out. We'll finish these boards today, and then we'll know just how many more we need. So we'll find out. But it's interesting because when you cut the boards, also it's like, oh, I don't have enough boards because I've cut them and
if you cut them short. But
right.
I wanted to talk about putting these together. We have 12-foot long boards, and they can be a real challenge to put together. So, and I'll tell you why. Because you're lining up with a groove. If it were shiplap, I wouldn't have a problem. But the nice thing about the grooves is, if you have two pieces coming together and a groove on the top, that helps on the bottom and on the top hold that board.
You mean the tongue?
The tongue and the groove, yeah, they help hold that board from moving one side or the other.
Except when you staple through the tongue, like I do sometimes, so you have to be really careful not to go straight up with your staple, because the next board that you put on, nail, right? What did I say? Staple. Oh yeah. Nail is that when you put the next board on to try to catch the groove or catch the tongue, that nail is in the way. So you got to put your nail in on an angle so that the next board that goes in, it'll attach to the tongue. And that's the problem with the long boards, and I've been making that mistake, but I've learned not to do that.
So if the nail goes straight up, it's in the way, and the tongue and the groove don't seat right.
That's what I
So that's basically what she's saying. So sometimes it's easier to cut shorter boards, which we did on the ceiling behind me.
But not so short, because if you see how far the rafters are here, they're further apart than this side over here. These are like almost 12 on center.
These are 12
like
on
20 on center. So if you cut your board too short, guess what? You have nothing to nail up to. So you gotta be careful not to cut it too short.
Yeah, there's some tricks and tips, and I don't know if I've covered everything I was thinking about talking to you about, but shorter boards are easier. Shorter boards are more money. So I figured I can cut them, no big deal. Right. I have a sturdy little,
chop saw.
Cobalt. It's a Cobalt, and I'm not touting Cobalt. It works fine.
Yeah, we don't get paid for that, but we wouldn't mind getting paid for them.
Anyway, so that's a scoop. Now,
go ahead.
I'm also going to mill down, because the price point is good on these tongue and groove boards, where I'll cut the tongue off and to make molding out of it, because the molding is going to go around the windows and the inside door frame. And I don't have enough. I've got little scraps, so I'm not sure what I can use those for, if anything. So those are things I'm thinking about, and I hope that that's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And a lot of this is in the comments below. There's a lot of this is just learning through experience, and we hope that our experience can help you.
Yes, and I'm very much a novice and a beginner, so any mistakes that I make, I'm sure that if you start, hopefully you won't make the same mistakes like the nail and going straight through the tongue.
I've done it.
An angle.
I've done it. It's real easy to do it, and then you're like, oh crap, the next groove doesn't fit in the tongue. And
so we're gonna get to it, and thank you.
Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing. It really helps us.
Hit that bell button.
Thanks. I'm just gonna walk around and show you what we've done so far. All the walls plus that boxed in area up there. And, well, not all the walls. We got a couple of pieces to finish. I don't think I need to put a board up there. But this wall's done. Those boards are for the ceiling. I don't think we're going to have enough. But up there is where I want to put another board. And then the walls truly will be done outside of molding. We will have to do the molding later. Today, we're going to get as far as we can with the ceiling. So, you have anything to add, Virgin?
No, I think it's coming along nice and just organized. We cleaned up last night, so it always feels good to come into a nice clean room and start a new day, and excited to get it done. It's coming along nice. I like it.
Me too. We did move the saw to face this direction. Thought it would be easier when putting that ceiling up.
Yeah,
So,
we put all the boards on that side too, so we didn't have an obstacle course this morning too. With that.
right, we tried to organize the boards over here so it would be easier to access them. I don't think I've ever met anybody more patient. Seriously, I'd be like, get the grinder out.
Yeah, it's only this way here.
So you leave all that extra stuff in there for filler?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this right here. And you have a little piece that wood you know use, like 10 inches
For
for make it this
Smooth?
right here. Yeah, this move it out right here for putting shoes.
There's a lot of it back here.
this piece work?
Yeah.
Want me to cut
Yeah.
that end off?
This one.
For smoothing? So what I was thinking is, I got lots of tongues, I need a groove. Just to fill in these areas so I don't have to have something,
Right, we got that.
and that's gonna drop down, but that's all.
We also use all these little guys, kind of off the rest of
So the ones I wanna try and get.
Well, so you part of it now, this part you use. Alright, let's get this next board up.
Okay. So we tried to do a 12-footer along there, and like I said earlier, it's just way too difficult. So we're gonna cut them. I don't know if you can see this board, but it is definitely warped, which makes it so it's down on this corner high here, and over here it's the opposite, up on this corner, down on this. So it's very warped, and it makes it nearly impossible to get this tongue into the groove that's up there. One more thing I want to talk about when putting up this tongue and groove is you can see how there's no distance between this board and this, but there's a big gap here, and there's a bigger gap down to at that one. So you can't shove it up, because otherwise the board will dip and go like, you know, like a wave, and it's got to lay flat in order for this tongue to receive the next groove. So that's a critical feature if you are doing an irregular roof, which is what this is. we got this half of the ceiling done.
Yay! That's awesome.
And I didn't need spacers up there in the corner because I'll put a 2-inch or maybe even a 3-inch board up there. And I guess I could put one there. Or maybe not.
My face itches.
No, it's insulation.
Ugh.
Insulation's
It's like
nasty.
that glass.
You just take
Yeah.
it is glass. You just take a shower and that really fixes
Nasty.
it. Does it for me anyway.
Ta-da! I love it.
So
Tongue and
we
groove.
totally love this, and we're glad we
Yeah.
went with the tongue and groove and not shiplap because this stuff really
It's
lays
nice.
relatively flat. I don't think shiplap may do that.
Yeah, and it comes together really nice when it does. And when it doesn't, you just cut the board shorter. You can, because we're like,
Yeah, we
oh, we can do a
struggled.
12 foot. No, we can do a 10 foot. Cut it in half.
So we
Put 11
some of them worked, but most of them we had to cut shorter.
This is such an
It's not a big
awesome
deal.
room, so wonderful. Like useless space before because it was just outside and it was
It was
underneath
basically
and-
underneath the bedroom on a hill.
yeah,
So
sandy.
you couldn't even
So you
walk
would
on
like
it.
slide down the hill, and it was pretty much useless. But so psyched for this.
Yeah,
Psyched.
so this is
Give me storage.
this
It's
is
such a beautiful room.
we
It
took-
needs some storage.
we took 3 weeks off. We came back. This is the second day of our return. Second day of our return, and we've got the other half of the ceiling to do.
We're waiting for boards to come in because we didn't have enough boards. So
Right.
a couple
We're
of
going
them were
back,
crappy,
we're
so-
returning crappy ones, and we're buying new ones. But what I did was finished everything up to where the ceiling is. So I'll just put a small, maybe a 2-inch molding around the top to finish it off, so it looks finished.
Yeah.
And
Maybe you could put a board up there too. We're at it. Just nail it up there. I think I got a thin one over there. We can put it up so that way when we put the molding on, it doesn't like tilt when we talk about it tilt.
I don't know. Do I have some stuff?
I think you do.
I have things anyway. So spacers. That's what she's talking about. So
You know, it's really interesting. This floor, this was like 12 on center. So when you have the rafters, it was like 12 feet, 12 inches across, and those are like 20. I mean, I don't know who built the house, but obviously it was built
Yeah.
at different times because this was 12 on center, and that is 2 feet on center.
that's weird.
It's really weird, and it's all the same room, so
Right.
who knows?
It's really weird because this section over here, the rafters are really on center, really tight. And so
But anyway, I'm really happy with it, and I hope you guys like it too, and let us know what you guys think, if you like it or not, or any
Yeah.
ideas.
So we'll be back tomorrow, or maybe we'll skip
Probably
a
not
day
tomorrow.
because we gotta go get more boards. But for you, it could be tomorrow.
Exactly. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, please subscribe. It really helps us. Like it, and it really helps us. We really appreciate it. Thank you.